Hello, my name is Lachlan, and I do not have a degree in film or equine studies, but I do hold a healthy fear of horses.
Oh, awesome. And hey, my name is Jay. I have a degree in psychology, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Fucking Or wait, we can't. We don't swear on this one. Oh, no.
Off to a great start, Lachlan.
Phenomenal start.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to run it back if you have a funny thing, or?
I honestly thought I thought I could come up with one on the spot.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of like left my headspace.
Okay.
But that is fine. If you want to run it back, we can. But
No.
It is up to you.
No, we can keep going. That's actually the first time I've ever slipped up on this show. I've done a couple of episodes and I've never had to censor or like be censored, I don't think. Oops. Cool. So yeah, I'm Lachlan, that's a Jay. We're gonna make a bad horse movie. Welcome to Colt Classics. So a Jay.
Lachlan.
What is your experience with horses?
Let's see. I've had maybe two experiences.
Mm-hmm.
One was, I think I was like 6 or 7. No, probably 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
But I've definitely ridden a horse at that age. When I went on a family trip to India, so that was fun.
That's pretty sick.
And then the property that like is behind my parents' home,
mm-hmm.
they have they have a huge ranch property, I guess, and they just have horses and stuff like walk around sometimes. So they usually bring the horses up like to my parents' fence line.
Yeah.
And like we like pet them and stuff when we were kids. But other than that, that's about it.
Not a whole lot. My experience with a real life horse in person is very limited, and that is limited to one time when I was in middle school. I was part of some sort of extracurricular club or something like that, and we went horse riding. The horse that I rode, her name was Trigger, and she was approximately 1 million years old by my count.
My God.
And just very slow, didn't want to keep up with any of the other horses, and peed for 1 million hours in the middle of the ride.
God.
It was not a. I mean, it was pretty cool being able to ride a horse. That's also how I discovered that I'm allergic to horsehair. That was a poor experience for me. Horses are big, beautiful, wonderful, majestic creatures, but they also are stomping and killing machines, and that is why I have a healthy fear of them. And to make matters worse, we give them big metal shoes to stomp on us better with.
Yes.
And yeah, but that does not take away from the majesty of the horse.
Speaking of horses, have you ever seen those memes of people riding horses through like drive-thrus?
Yes, I have.
That absolutely happens here. In Oklahoma.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's an actual.
Have you
thing.
seen that happen?
I live in Oklahoma City, so it's
okay.
I don't think it's allowed here, but if you go out like maybe 2 hours out from the city, it most definitely happens. I have a friend at work.
Mm-hmm.
He is from a place called Weatherford, or around Weatherford, and I guess it just happens. And he's definitely witnessed people going through drive-thrus on their horses.
That's so wild. It's almost like well, I mean, I guess it is pretty much the exact same situation. Like when you see like Amish folks in their horse and buggies, like going around and doing mundane things that people usually do in a vehicle, is just. I don't know. I you know what? Actually, I have a lot of respect for people that go through drive-thrus on horses. That's a power move right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, horses. Horses, you know.
Horses.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure you can get DUIs on horses. I think that was a thing we talked about.
Can you? No, that absolutely makes sense. Is it
Yeah,
driving? Is it a DUI or is it an RUI? Like riding under the influence? That's not a joke. Like,
riding under
is
the
there a
influence.
specific like term for it?
Let me see. On horseback. Can you get a DUI riding a horse drunk? You can get charged with DUI
So
in
it is
some
like
states.
actually a DUI.
Yes. Horseback riding doesn't fall under motor vehicle operation, so sometimes you can get away with it, I guess.
Maybe instead of a DUI, it's like unruly conduct or like public endangerment or something like that. Like some sort of different but similar charge.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, can you imagine getting a DUI on a horse? You just get blasted and decide to take
You're
trigger
going
out.
through the drive-through
Yeah.
of your local McDonald's.
Heading to the Waffle House at 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah. I'm having a hard time parsing horses. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, horses.
Yeah, horses. So I do have a cult classic, a classic cult classic game that is very similar to the game that we do on our podcast. Which did we have a name for it? Two Spooks and a Lie, right?
Two Spooks and a Lie. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we're doing that. We're doing that cult classic style. I've got a couple of racehorse names. Two of them are real, and one of them is fake. And you have to tell me which one is the fake one. I don't have any background on these horses. I literally looked at a list of names and pulled them out. And hopefully this is a good game.
Okay, awesome. So
right.
you literally just looked at random names. There's no history behind those names.
I mean, I can find the history.
I mean, you don't have to, but
Hold on.
But if these names are, out there, it's definitely gonna be hard. It's definitely gonna.
Oh, you know what? I'm there's a lot of information that I don't feel like reading, seeing as we're currently recording a podcast. But I will tell you how much money that these horses have won.
Okay, that's a good starting point. I can make a guess from there.
All right, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? For this wonderful game I've got set up for you that I planned super far in advance and didn't pull out of my my rear end.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's
All
hear
right,
it.
dope. All right, so I got a couple racehorse names here for you. All you gotta do is let me know which one's fake. So, first up, we've got Lawyer Ron.
Lawyer Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then second, we've got Soft Iron.
Oh man, okay.
And then the third name is Raise a Native.
Raise a Native.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, out of all of these horse names, these racehorse names,
yes.
Soft Iron sounds like the most racehorsey of racehorse names.
Yeah.
But that also could be a trick. You could have picked a name that sounded like a racehorse name. And the other two, Lawyer Ron and then, what was it, Raise a Native?
Raise a Native, 3 separate words.
Like sun rays, or like raise as in like
R-A-I-S-E.
Okay.
Like raising something.
Raise a Native. Now those two sound way out there that some people just came up with. But Soft Iron sounds like something that you made up on the spot. So I'm gonna go with Soft Iron.
Soft Iron, I 1,000% made up on the spot.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, I'm so good at these games.
Oh man, yeah, your record with Two Spooks and a Lie was really solid.
Nice.
You've got a real taste for the kind of stuff that I make up. So let's see. Lawyer Ron was a stallion born in 2003 from the United States. And Lawyer Ron earned $2,790,008.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lawyer Ron's kind of a killer racehorse.
Oh my goodness.
good at what he does. He was
Yeah.
mostly active in like 2006, 2007, and thereabouts.
His younger years.
Exactly, back in the day. And then Ray's a native, also a stallion. Was active back in the early 60s and earned only $45,955. But when you account for inflation, I don't know what it would be nowadays. But it's more than what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good chunk of change still for raising native.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's no chance that I would turn my nose up at $45,000. Or, yeah, $45,000.
Yeah, exactly.
That's life-changing money right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another round if you're interested.
Oh yeah, go for it. I'm down.
Cool. All right. So first up, we have Bad Call.
Mm-hmm.
Second up, we've got Ghost Zapper. And
okay.
third up, we have Regret.
Dang. Okay. Now this is a difficult round.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Ghost Zapper, Regret. What was the first one?
Bad Call.
Bad Call. Dang. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Call sounds like it could be legit.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Zapper also sounds like it could be legit as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Regret sounds like they were racing this horse and the horse lost, so they changed its name mid-race to Regret.
Mid-race. Oh man. Can you imagine?
That would be so disrespectful.
That'd be massively disrespectful. Have you seen this horse? It weighs 1,000 pounds. It can stomp you to death with its hooves in an instant.
And its name is Regret.
and now his name is Regret.
I'm gonna go with the Ghost Zapper, actually.
I'm so sorry, AJ.
Dang
Ghost
it!
Zapper is a real racehorse.
Dang it.
Foaled in 2000s, won a bunch of races also in the early 2000s, and won a grand total of $3,446,120.
Jesus Christ.
Yup.
My
Ghost
God.
Zapper was a absolute cash cow. Cash horse. Whatever the phrase is. And then Regret was from like the early 1900s. Won $35,000 or so. But like I said, that was 1912 money. So that is $6 million nowadays.
Something like that, yeah. So then, wait, the fake one was the first one?
Yeah, Bad Call.
Bad Call. Dang it! There goes my record of winning at these games.
I'd say your record is fairly checkered.
Okay.
There was like a good long stretch where you weren't getting any of them. At least on Cool Tank. But yeah, those are all the ones that I have. Also, I mean, I know it's like common knowledge that racehorse names are positively wacky, but some of these names, man,
just bad or like just wacky.
Just wacky. American Pharaoh, Holy Bull, Far Lap, Phar, Far Lap.
Okay,
Zenyatta.
That one's pretty good. Zenyatta. Amazing.
Zenyatta Overwatch was a racehorse in another life. Oh, Smarty Jones.
That one's pretty normal.
That one is pretty normal, but that's like a multi-million-dollar racehorse that you just named Smarty Jones. It's
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. Also, apologies if these have been used in past Colt Classics episodes.
Yes.
I didn't go through and clock every single racehorse name that's been used in the past. Apologies if there's repeats, but it's new to us. Are you ready to make a horse movie?
I think I am ready to make a horse movie.
Heck yeah. Let's get do you have the generator pulled up?
I do, yes.
Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, let me see here. So, let's see. Do I just should I just randomly click some stuff and see what makes sense?
What?
Okay, 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 okay. Let's shuffle around some here. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay,
What do you got? What are you rocking?
okay. So this one here, I've got the Enchanted Book on My Pasture.
The Enchanted Book on My Pasture is actually a very strong choice.
I think I agree. I kinda dig it. It could go different ways on how we interpret this title.
Maybe it's the kind of situation like obviously young kid moves to like yeah, maybe like the young kid moves to their like aunt and uncle's ranch for the summer or something like that. And it's
Mm-hmm.
one of those situations where they're like, I want to play video games. I want to watch TV all summer. I don't want to work on a ranch with all the smelly animals. And then it's a journey to them appreciating horses and the outdoors and stuff like something like that. You get the vibe I'm like putting down.
Yeah, I think I do see what you're coming up with here. I was thinking magic horses.
Okay, so
Enchanted Book on My Pasture.
I was thinking something along the I think kind of a similar vibe as you. So
Mm-hmm.
they find this magic book on their aunt and uncle's ranch,
Oh, are you
and
saying book like something you read of?
oh, what is it not book?
Oh, my bad. It's Buck. Enchanted Buck.
Enchanted Book. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah, maybe a similar or a different direction for this particular movie. What did you have in mind with these magic horses?
Um Whenever they buck, it's magical.
It's pretty straightforward. And this
However,
writes itself.
exactly. I think we should re-roll and
Okay.
see what else we can come up with because I'm just like the more I really think about this title, the less I'm vibing with it.
What if we did change it to book?
Enchanted Book on My Pasture. Let's see. Okay, Enchanted Book on My Pasture. So if this enchanted book is found at this place,
Mm.
what sort of what does that entail for our protagonist
Um,
here?
I think maybe it grants our protagonists the ability to speak with horses.
Okay. That okay. So he can speak with the horses on the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad.
And only with horses, no other
The
animals.
other animals are just SOL, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Only horses possess the intelligence for human speech. All other animals are dumb. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Except
So,
parrots.
except parents?
Parrots, yeah.
Mm. Parrots? I thought you said parents.
I did not. Except, yeah, maybe their parents are mute. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no, parrots can kind of talk, although they're just kind of regurgitating words back at you. No, no. There was that one like African gray that was like the first animal that
Like
like any sort of
self-actualized and like
yeah,
was,
exactly.
yeah.
It's
I
like
remember
what
that.
color am I or something like that.
Yeah. What if these horses on the ranch are going through the same process
The same process. Oh, of
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 self-actualization and
self-actualization.
like realizing that they are
They are
horses on the
horses.
ranch?
That they are work animals. They're and this is all that they will ever be.
Oh wait, what
Maybe
if
one
they
of the horses
realize
wants to
that?
be a business major.
Oh my gosh. They're going through this turmoil, like this internal turmoil, and then the kid finds the book and
Yeah.
talks with the horses and gets a plan going to set them free.
Oh, gonna release the horses into the world, teach them how to
Yes.
read.
Read, write,
Mm-hmm.
crunch numbers, finances.
I feel like the title at this point is not going to like be a good indicator of what kind of movie this is, because we're coming up with some sort of crazy, absurdist, like children's art house film. But I really like the direction we're going.
I agree.
Yeah, so our protagonist wants to set the horses free so that they can go and live their own lives and not have to lead the life of monotony. Just nothing but being ridden, eating oats, which is what I think horses eat, and sleeping while standing. Like, that's all I got when it comes to horses and my knowledge about them. What thoughts do you have regarding this? I'm curious to see what direction you want to go.
I think we were on the right path with kid can speak to horses now.
Yeah.
But from there, that's a tricky question. I'm not sure where to go from here.
Yeah. So, okay, so like obviously we need some sort of conflict.
Yes.
Like for it to be a good story. So what is their like the conflict of this movie, like that they need to resolve?
The conflict could be the horses don't feel like they're being treated fairly by being on a ranch, and
so they do want to be
set
free. Okay.
Yes.
Do these horses, like, is there like is the aunt and uncle, like, are they not good horse owners? Maybe.
No. They're actually they're actually award-winning horse owners, ranch people. They're actually amazing owners. They treat their animals all fairly.
Gotcha.
But I think these ranch horses are just jealous of their wild horse counterparts.
Gotcha. They want to be wild. It's kind of like the movie Spirit.
I suppose, yes. I don't actually know what that movie is about, but yes.
It's about a horse that is unnervingly handsome, gets captured by, like, what?
Yo?
What?
Unnervingly handsome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's, you know how when they animate animals, they have to make them, like...
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah, it's animated.
Okay, I've never... you lost me. I thought it was just like a live action.
Oh, like a normal horse. Like, I thought that the horse was handsome. I mean, obviously, all horses are handsome. They're beautiful, wonderful creatures, but...
Yes.
No, it has, like, human eyes and whatnot.
Hold up. I'm gonna look up a picture of this.
Yeah, look up Spirit. It's actually a pretty good flick.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? Human eyes. Is this a Disney movie? No, DreamWorks.
Yeah, DreamWorks. It's a DreamWorks flick.
But
it's good. He's like a wild horse who's captured by like a Civil War general or something like that, and tries to break him in so he could be his own personal horse. But Spirit is free. He's a free spirit, and he eventually breaks that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you get why I brought it up.
Yes. That. Okay. Yes, it tracks. Okay.
It's a good flick. Man, I might watch Spirit later. Okay. So our horses on the ranch, they can talk with the kid. Kid is going to try and help free them. They want to be wild horses. So maybe this takes place in, I don't know, what's a not very are there any places in the United States of America that just have wild horses? Or are horses like strictly domestic now?
Oh, good question. I actually don't know.
I also don't know. Let's see.
Oh, I guess there are some wild horses.
There are 86,000 wild Mustangs that roam the West.
Wow.
Colorado, Nevada, Arizona. Okay, yeah. So pretty much any sort of West or Midwest state this flick could take place in. I don't know, South Dakota. Why not?
Okay, South Dakota. A ranch on South Dakota.
Ranch in South, like middle of nowhere, South Dakota. These horses are obviously domestic. They can see the wild horses and how free, how they're free to run and eat oats and sleep standing up and whatnot, but outside the confines of the ranch. You know?
Exactly. The wild horses just come by to brag that they can do the same exact things, but outside of the fence.
but not on the 50-acre property of a ranch.
Exactly.
Okay, so they want to be free.
They can go to North Dakota if they want to.
Oh my gosh.
Ranch horses
North Dakota
can't.
is like North Dakota is horse nirvana in their minds.
Exactly.
They're tired of South Dakota.
Exactly.
Okay, so they want to be free wild horses. What is... Because, like, it feels like our protagonist could just open a gate and let them go at this point. Maybe this is a short film.
Okay, if it's a short film. Actually, wait.
No, I feel like we could come up with like some sort of like more of an actual conflict, because the situation we've come up with is so easily rectified by opening a latch, you know?
Right. Okay. So the Enchanted Book on My Pasture.
Oh yeah, we haven't really touched on this book.
Right, yeah. So let's see here. What can we incorporate this book? How can we do that? This book has to be significant because it is the title of the movie.
That's true. So obviously, somehow a magic book lets you talk to horses.
Yes.
Perfect. We got that set. That's perfect. That's never going to change. Maybe is it a spell book?
Possibly.
Maybe. Well, we'll put that one in our back pocket.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think the conflict should be an inner conflict with our protagonist here. Because you said that he initially didn't want to go to no stupid ranch.
Didn't want to go to
break.
South Dakota.
Yeah, he's not going to be playing video games or hanging out with his friends. He's going to be doing ranch work on a ranch.
Exactly. Doesn't want to do that.
So then
finds this book, can now talk to horses. Is there maybe he's afraid of horses?
Okay. Yeah, maybe he's afraid of horses, and the horses are actually trying to be nice to him, but before he finds this book, but he just thinks they're just yelling at him the whole time and like scaring him. But once he finds his
dad was killed in a horrible horse accident.
Oh yes, tragic backstory. Okay,
backstory.
Yeah,
a 5-horse pileup. His father's tragically passed away.
He was going through a drive-thru at the McDonald's
in Oklahoma.
He was turning his horse out of the entrance.
He was making a right into oncoming traffic, and it was a tragic 5-horse pileup.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So now we understand why our main character here is afraid.
Yeah. What a fleshed out and complex character we've created.
Okay. So then he finds this book while he was cleaning out the attic of the ranch house.
Okay. Yeah.
And the book reveals to him that he can now speak with horses, but he doesn't believe it at first because he's still afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
convinced it's a prank or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's very slow to trust these horses. He's not a very trusting young man.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet like a bulk of this movie is going to be like his aunt and uncle like teaching him to ride or something like that. And so he's like basically being forced to get to know these horses, and also doesn't know what to do about the fact that he can speak with them. So he has to like keep that quiet because it's weird. So yeah, bulk of the movie is probably going to be just him interacting with these horses and them like convincing him that they're not just 2-ton murder machines, you know?
Right, exactly. And what if he actually befriends one of the youngest horses on the ranch that was like recently, well, I don't want to say recently born, but like less than 3-4 years old.
Yeah, a young horse.
Yeah, he becomes friends with them, and they actually like So him and this horse are now best buds.
Yeah.
And
What
and
what are the events that lead like solidifies their
yes.
friendship, you know?
Right. Kid is too short to ride big horse, has to ride small horse.
Simple as that. Cut it, print it, we got it.
There we go. Awesome. That actually worked out fairly nicely.
Oh man, oh yeah, we are making a bad horse movie. I think I've only ever made bad movies when I've been on Colt Classics in the past.
This has the potential of being good, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is probably a kid's flick, you know, so it doesn't have to be too complex.
Right. So from there, small kid, best friends.
Precisely.
Great.
Small kid on big horse, too high, big scared. But on small horse, perfect height.
This is making so much sense now. Okay.
It's all coming together.
And Magic Book
Mm-hmm.
lets them talk to each other.
Precisely. Little horse also want to play video game?
Yes.
That's how they bond.
Yes. Oh man. And they can't use controllers, so they just use the kid's VR headset. And
strapping a little Oculus on a big dumb horse head. That's the little horse has one eye, and this VR headset just closes the other eye, and gets to view like all of these different places. Realizes that ranch life isn't for him.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Right?
So we're bringing that back into the mix. Yeah. He gets like the National Geographic.
I definitely am getting like super absurdist here. If you don't want to go that direction, let me know. But yeah, like sees like 360 video of other places. Wants to experience it for himself.
I see. Okay. But he wants to travel as a companion with his new friend.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we said that all the horses wanted to escape and go elsewhere. What if all of the adult horses are content and complacent on the ranch, but young best friend horse wants to get out there and see the world?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like that.
That's pretty good, right?
That is pretty good.
I feel like the direction that we're going is this kid is going to run away from his aunt and uncle and go on adventures with young friend horse, which in the context of real life would be a nightmare.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like he's a kid, he doesn't have money. Like, what are they gonna do? Where are they gonna go? But I kind of like I like the idea.
Maybe wait. So, did we ever figure out a time period for this movie?
Well, I mean, if young horse has a VR headset that he experiences the world through, I think it's probably pretty close to modern day.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So if it is modern day, that makes it even more difficult for this kid to actually do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and completely go off the grid with his new friend horse.
Right. I think he does it anyways. I think they should just have their little adventure, but it's cut short because the aunt and uncle find out and they try to go on a rescue mission to find them.
Gotcha. So they're trying to make it to. I mean, I guess we could stay with North Dakota, and it's kind of like. Did you ever watch Hunt for the Wilder People?
I have not. No.
You've not. Another great flick. But effectively, they're being like chased through the woods in that movie, like by police. It's like a big manhunt. They don't really want to be found, and it's not like they committed a crime or anything. At least in Hunt for the Wilder People, which I do highly recommend. So the kid's just trying to take young horse to North Dakota for some reason because that's horse mecca, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're like it turns into like a chase.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like that could work, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I was just talking to talk and fill the silence without really putting any good ideas forth. Um, so feel free to disregard that if you've got another idea.
No, actually, I think that idea will work.
Okay,
And
cool.
then I guess they escape, right? They both two young horse, young kid escape
Yeah, they
ranch.
go on the adventure of a lifetime.
Right, but it is cut short because they are both young and they can't survive out in the real world like that. They thought they could. They thought that they had everything they
Thought they could
needed.
make it.
Hmm. But it's actually a life lesson and life lesson of growing up and coming
Oh.
to that conclusion that maybe sometimes you just have to deal with what life puts out in front of you. You can't just escape.
I feel like that's yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's it. That's the movie.
That's the movie. So let's recap.
Okay. Okay.
So we have a young protagonist being forced to go spend his summer at his aunt and uncle's ranch, deathly afraid of horses due to his dad perishing in a McDonald's horse accident. Oh my gosh. Father perishing in a horse accident.
Hmm.
Goes to the ranch, is deathly terrified of the horses, spends a little while there, finds a magic book that we never get any explanation on. Unless, well, do we want to explain the book? Or
It was his father's book.
his father's. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, it's his father's book. But you only find out about that in like the deleted scenes. It got cut for time in the final edit.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, finds the book, realizes that for whatever reason it's got magical properties that make him able to talk to horses. Is still deathly afraid of horses. Eventually is coaxed into riding by his aunt or his uncle. Too scared to be on a big horse, decides to ride on the little horse. Little horse and he get to talking, realize that they actually have a lot in common. Little horse expresses his dreams to get to North Dakota, which is
Hmm.
nirvana for horses.
Yes.
Hatch a scheme, run away, intending to make the multi-100-mile trip on their own. Do they actually make it, or
Oh
do they
wait.
get cut
No.
short?
Okay. So they escape, right?
Yeah.
But I think they should add some sort of like um another like mini conflict, I guess. The kid gets hurt on their travel. So
Oh.
like twists his ankle or something like that. Nothing like
Broken
life
pinky
threatening.
toe.
Yeah. So then they have to either push forward or they just eventually they just wait until they are rescued.
Yeah, have to make the tough call and wait for the people who are trying to bring them back home to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So they try to make the journey. Journey is way tougher than either of them imagined. Both are unprepared. Kid gets hurt, breaks his pinky toe, and they wait for the search and rescue folks to find them and realize that they're content where they are. Life ain't that bad.
Yeah, because
Something like that. Be grateful for what you have. Grass is always greener on the other side.
right, exactly.
Cool. And then there is no resolution on the book because it got cut for time.
Mm-hmm. But in
But
the
they both
deleted scenes,
in the deleted scenes, that's where you find out. Fans for years to come are going to have like discussion posts about why that was left out. It was such an important scene.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there any like resolution at the end, or do we just cut on them being like rescued and that's the end of the film?
Yeah, that's it. They get rescued, and then credits roll, and that's
Mhm.
it.
They're having a heartfelt conversation, and you just hear like helicopter blades up ahead.
Yeah, and then the kid is
We
put on a stretcher, because he does have a
Yeah.
broken pinky toe.
Exactly. He can't walk out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, smash cut or fade to black, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
My
Special
God.
thanks to Dick Wolf.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
So yeah, that's I mean, unless there's anything else we want to add, that's a cult classic.
Oh man. Yep, that's it. That's the movie.
Say the name of the title one more time.
The Enchanted Book on My Pasture.
Enchanted Book on My Pasture is a cult classic. And yeah, I think that'll do it for us on this one. Colt Classics is a part of the Pocket Podcast network, which has a lot of great shows like Pokemakers. It's a fairly new one. It's a lot of fun. No Dice is still around and kicking. We're a part of a show called the Ghoul Tank, which has been on hiatus for a good long while because life is a nightmare. But that's a pretty good one. You can check out our backlog and the backlog of any other show on the network, Spotify, anywhere you can find podcasts.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can definitely find Colt Classics on Twitter and Facebook at Colt Classics PPN. And for my Twitter, my personal Twitter is just a Janus. But I actually don't have...
Are we going to have to bleep your Twitter name?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, no. No one's going to hear it.
No, that's fine. I actually don't have access to the Ghoul Tank Twitter because I actually lost the login information when I got a new phone.
That's all right. I still got it.
Dope. And I also forgot the @ for that.
I do know what the @ is, and it is @ghoul_tank.
There we go. Yes.
You can also find me on Twitter @Lachlame, LACHLAME. Thank you so much to Jason Shaw of the Audio... I've never said this out loud. Audionautics for the use of Colt Classics intro and outro music. And that is a wrap.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Disclaimer. The conceptual treatment of a motion picture created during the duration of this audio program is not intended to represent a presently published fictional narrative. The story, all names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. No identification with actual persons, living or deceased, places, buildings, and products is intended or should be inferred. Original concepts devised during the extent of the audio program are creative property of Colt Classics. Any usage of current or previous Colt Classic concepts outside of the aforementioned audio program must include appropriate acknowledgments by the utilizing party.
Pocket Podcast Network. Quality programming right to your pocket.